Hi everyone, this is Dr. Amelia H. Wheeler, and I'm here today to go over how to complete the daily tasks that the Hub admin will be performing. And they're revolving around things like event registrations and attendance as events. So let's get started. As a reminder, you'll be able to find these video instructions linked here. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do every day is you're going to approve event registrations, and that has a few steps. So the first thing we want to do is to check to make sure that every event that we approve has a pause tag. So let's go and do that. So we're going to log on to the Hub. You can see we're here at home. To check our event registrations, we're going to go to My Activity, My Workflows. So you can see here we have 2 test events that I have put. So let's first of all click the event. And you can see here it's missing a pause tag. So if it's missing a pause tag, we need to go add one. So what we can do is click the name of the event. We'll be brought to the event page. We'll click edit. And then it's up to you to decide what pause credit. So let's see here. Hug a Treeathon. Let's learn more about trees by hugging them. All right. And if you need some help remembering what pause credit to pick, I've linked a little cheat sheet. So you can see A stands for arts and academic. Delve deeply into a particular academic interest. Okay, this sounds about right. They're going to be hugging trees. That's delving deeply. So I'll pick a pause A credit. So that's where you pick the pause credit. And you just save. So now you can go back to your workflow by using the same process we just got there. So go to Home, My Activity, My Workflow. And now you can approve the event. So to approve the event, you're going to click the word Event Registration Workflow. And then you can see here that all you have to do is click Approve. Great. So the next thing you're going to want to do is if events do have pause credits attached, you need to make sure that their explanation is adequate. So like, for example, we don't want somebody having like a Halloween dance and billing it as like an arts and academics pause credit. So how do we do that? So let's practice again. We have another event. So, taco party and film discussion. So again, start by clicking the name of the event, not event registration. Clicking this allows us to see the event information. So we click that. I can see, okay, it has a pause A credit. Great. Now, is watching tacos? Let's see, we're going to watch a film about the history of tacos while we eat them. That might be enough of a explanation to you to be like, okay, like that warrants an A credit. But on this event registration form, they should articulate a little bit more about why they applied for a certain pause credit. So learning about food and history is part about studying arts and academics. Okay, I'm satisfied, right? The pause system is not supposed to be super rigid. It's really just to encourage engagement and to provide a framework for what those experiences should look like. So, academic doesn't need to be like sitting in a lecture hall. You can be generous with your allocation of the credits. So once we're good with it, again, we're just going to push approve. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check if we have any other pending event registration. So this means events that we've approved, but other people in this sometimes very long approval process have not gotten to, because unsurprisingly, sometimes people forget and they need some reminders. So to see the pending requests, you're going to change the drop-down menu to active workflows. And let's see here. So we can see now that these events that we just approved are waiting for marketing to approve them. Let's say that you've been checking this for like maybe the last 2 days and marketing still hasn't got to them. After 2 days, let's just exit these. After 2 days, you can email the person who we're waiting to approve this email script. So how do we know who that person is? All we have to do is click the event registration workflow, and we can see it's Samantha and Mike. So we can go to our emails, write them an email, Mike and Samantha. And you can just say something like event registration. And then I have an email script that you can copy and paste and just update with your information and send it. If that person, after you've emailed them and a day's passed and they still have not approved it, that's when you will impersonate the person to push the event request through. So how do we do that? So let's imagine we emailed Mike and Samantha, and it's still been a day and they haven't approved their request. Okay, well, this person needs their request approved. So what are we going to do? To impersonate someone, you click this admin key right here. You go to users, and then you can search their name. So I'm just going to type in Mike's last name because that seems to be easier. And then to impersonate someone, you click these little shady glasses. I imagine that it's like you're being kind of shady, so that's why you have your glasses on. And now suddenly I am engaging with the hub as if I am Mike. And we'll do the same process to do our event approvals by going to my activity, my workflows. We can open his workflow. It still might be a nice courtesy to email that person and just say, hey, like I approved this event because it was being held up. And now the event will be pushed through to the final step. Okay, great. So that's our task 2 of our everyday admin tasks. Finally, we want to check past events and make sure that these events had attendance taken, because for the pause program to work and also just to have good data for our engagement, we need people not only to put the events into the hub through the event registration process, we also need for them to take attendance during or after the event. So it's important that we monitor that because people need reminders. So what you'll do is you'll go to events. I don't have to be Mike anymore. So we'll go to events. We'll change the drop-down menu to past events. And then we'll see, oh, okay. We can see that people did check into the meditation circle. So we have one right here. People went to 2 p.m. Fridays, but we had a disc golf club meetup. There's pause credits associated, and we don't see any attendance. So the first thing we need to do is figure out, well, who are we going to message about this? You're going to open the event. You can scroll down, and you'll see right here at the bottom, contact organizers. You can see the organizers are Trent Jones, Raykeon Moss, and Brett Johnson. So again, I'm going to send them an email. And all we have to do here is use the email script that's provided. Just copy and paste this email script, which basically just tells them, hey, you need to put in attendance, give them the date that they need to put it in, and it shows them a video with directions on how to put that attendance in. Those are your 3 daily tasks to complete. Thank you so much for making sure the hub is working and functional for everyone. If you complete these every day, it really will make a process that is useful. So thank you. Have a nice day.